Hello, so hopefully my first video, World of Warcraft Classic is live today. Hoping to get some, well, hopefully, touch wood, half an hour's worth of gameplay in this morning just to make sure that the game's loaded up correctly and get that nostalgia feels. But unfortunately, it did look like there was a queue of 140,000 people when it loaded up last night. I had a nose at Asmongold's Twitch feed earlier, and he was in bed waiting for him to be able to get in the queue, and I think he was something ridiculous like 6,000. So fingers crossed, and hopefully we get to play some Classic. So let's get this loaded up. Here we go. So Genas is the round that I'm going in. A lot of my friends are also jumping in on this one. So hopefully we're straight in. Oh my god. That is disappointing. I mean, I could change the realm. Maybe. Let's have a look. I did really want to play today, though, on this one. Let's have a look. Let's see. Let's see if we can beat a queue at 6,000. We're in. Holy shit, we're in. Okay, so this is my dude. I decided to rock out the Tauren. NoBeefJustParty is my tag, so let's go with a cow. It kind of makes sense. Okay, let's see. Let's get in. Oh, we're in. Please play the video. Oh, yes.
The Tauren roamed the endless plains of the Barrens, hunting the mighty Kodo. Scattered across the land, the
nostalgia fields.
By their common hatred for their sworn enemy, the marauding Centaur. Seeking aid against the Centaur, the great chieftain Cairn Bloodhoof befriended the savage orcs who had recently journeyed to Kalimdor. With the orcs' help, Cairn and his tribe were able to drive back the Centaur.
So it is a bit glitchy, but that might be just because I'm just running off a Mac, nothing fancy.
Cairn built a refuge for his people. Over time, the scattered tribes united under a single banner. Though the noble Tauren are peaceful in nature, the rites of the Great Hunt are venerated as the heart of their spiritual culture.
Okay, let's have a look.
As a tribesman of Mulgore, you must test your skills in the wild and prove yourself in the Great Hunt.
Other players in a starting zone is... Right, let's... Do I want to keep these? Welcome to World of Warcraft. No, I don't. How much do I remember? I don't think I remember enough. I don't think I remember enough. Right, so how many people we got here? 2, 3, okay. So many people in an opening area.
Well met.
Okay. Seven plane striders and feathers and meat. Okay, that's quite an easy one. Right, so what we got? What is all this nonsense? You can open your quest log. Look at it. Okay. Targeting. Okay. Anything. I forget here. Movement. Yeah. Okay. But people in a starting zone. That's great. I mean, I could just switch this guy. Okay, so one of the big differences, obviously, from this and BFA, the most recent one, you'll go and find stuff. Nothing is spoon-fed for you. It's actual exploration. Okay, so quest items. Now, again, another big difference between this one and the current retail version. Money is not easy to come by. And if you want to have the fancy mount when you get to the appropriate level, then you need to be very cash savvy. So pick up as much as you can, sell what you can, and more importantly, don't just use all your cash to level up the stuff that you're never going to use. You may also notice here on the left hand side skills. So you have to level up your skill set in particular weapons as well, which again doesn't happen in retail. So that's going to be a big shock to people who are used to just being able to use whatever weapons they like. Food as well. I think health management is much more important in this too. So keeping the balance of what you have in your rucksacks and what you're keeping hold of is going to be quite a big deal as well in the game. Again, something that in retail you don't really have to worry about. In theory, anything can kill you on its day when you're at low levels. And rage doesn't seem to... Yeah, rage doesn't seem to build up as quick for warriors. I do remember mana management, so if you're a magic user, that's a big part of the game in Classic. Not so much, again, in retail, because the game is tailored to be a little bit easier. But yeah, rage seems to drop down a lot quicker, which makes using your abilities a little bit trickier. But yeah, if I want to have access to all the good stuff later on, then I'm gonna want to have to increase the skill in other weapons, which I'm probably going to want to do at some point. But again, this is just going to be a sort of like half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour or 20 minutes kind of worth of playing the game. My main server of choice I couldn't get onto, so I'm not going to be sort of taking this too seriously. Just going to be getting my iron, so to speak. It's probably the best way to describe it. But you notice the strength and agility went up? They tend to be there. Strength, agility, and stamina are the three main things for myself. Okay, got my first pouch. Let's get that one. Let's try and be a bit organised. I'd forgotten about that. So quest items go into your backpacks and pouches. Again, something that doesn't happen in retail. Quest items just seem to magically appear and disappear. So again, managing, it's almost like a console sort of RPG, managing to where you have to manage all of your items, all of your equipment. It just adds a few more layers to the game. And I'm pretty certain it was this way that I had to go. I could sit here and listen to that rain all night.
How may I aid you?
Okay, so I did pick up some gloves. What did I pick up? 35, 42. Knockouts. I will not be wearing a cape. Leather, cloth. Okay, we'll go with the belt because I've already got some. Okay, so let's have a look. Do you have to skills? Oh, my proficiencies. So I can wear cloth mount, so I don't have to level up that stuff. Oh, of course, there's languages as well. It's all starting to come back now. Okay, so I'm pretty set on making sure my dude is two-handed. Or do I want a tank? I'm not sure. That's something that I'll have to look into. But as I mentioned earlier, this you don't get in the current retail. So again, adding more sort of layers and I guess making your character your own that you can have here. And so I just remembering the rage that I used to have with that quest. So, but yeah, defense. Maces, two-handed maces, unarmed. Okay, so I'm pretty certain to learn new weapon skills, I have to visit the warrior trainer. And let's have a look. Let's just put some gear on. I went with the belt. Oh, the belt was leather. That was a dumb idea. Okay. I should have gone with the gloves. Right, so let's have a look. Let's see what this dude has to say. Close enough.
What brings you here? Greetings. Hail. Greetings.
Okay. Why are you not talking to me?
Peace.
There we go. So, a couple more quests. Oh, there we go. Warrior trainer. Brilliant. So again, you don't have you don't train up anything in current retail. It's still really early, and so again, this I much preferred this kind of way of progressing your character. But we'll go visit the. Sorry, just reading. We'll go visit the warrior trainer now, and hopefully I'll be able to show you the different bits and bobs there. Okay, mountain cougars.
Goodbye.
Do I do that first? Let's have a look. We'll go visit the dude. There he is.
What brings you here?
Okay, no matter how it's note. Yeah, go visit the. I guess with regards to managing your items, if you have a quest that you can turn it in, because you're holding up space in your rucksack.
Go in peace.
Okay, so that was just a reputation buff.
Hail.
So warrior trading. So if you have played like any of the current versions, then you will recognise this is very similar to a lot of the profession training. So back into Deer, you had to level up your character this way. But you could kind of weave in and out of and have different abilities based on different classes. So if you wanted to kind of mix it up between an arms and a fury warrior, you could. If you wanted to be pretty tanky but have the odd arms and fury thing in there as well, you could. At the minute, you can't really do that in retail. So again, this would bring in sort of varied sort of play styles that people would have, which again I much preferred, as you wouldn't just see the same thing over and over and over again. But I'm not going to spend any of my hard-earned cash just yet. Oh, I do. Yeah, wait until level 4 and then can start doing some spending there.
Greetings.
And you had to actually read to read the quests as well.
Be careful.
Okay, so quest log. Oh, can you add this to the map? You can't. Oh, hang on. Okay, so yeah, the only kind of help you get with regards to your quests is what's written in here. I'm pretty certain you don't get the patches on the map of where things are and arrows and all sorts. So again, it makes it an exploration game. A little easier if you have played the game before or been a part of the game at any stage. Not much has sort of changed in the maps of where things are or anything like that. So what do we want to do first? Cougar pelts, I reckon. Yeah. Okay. Hills to the south. So let's have a look at the map. So probably around here. And then on the way back, we'll swing by to here where I think the mother is. But it's just nice to see people in a starting zone other than the one person. So if you kind of log into retail now and you want to start someone from the very beginning, you are probably not going to bump into somebody for at least sort of, well, until you get into the sort of capital cities. But again, until while you're leveling and questing, you're not going to bump into anyone at all. Okay, here we go. Here she is. Okay, so I didn't remember that. Okay, so it looks like they're putting completed quests on the map.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
Okay, take a bit of water. So this, from what I remember, this is a good little sort of introduction to the Taurens. Much more about, they're very sort of Native American, I guess, is the best way to describe them. So we're very much kind of respecting the land. Take a picture of water. Okay, so we'll do that. So I'll take the water picture. How much space do I have left? 4, 6, okay, cool. So plenty of room for me to go after the cougars. Just got to find the buggers first. So it's south, doesn't it? Maybe it is a little different. So yeah, it's a little different. So the starting zone in sort of retail at the moment, you obviously have kind of all of this section is like a little mini war zone with the, I forgot what they're bloody called, but they're the little hog dudes. As you can see, it's much more open now. There we go. Bloody miles away. So yeah, I guess at the minute it's kind of get a couple of whacks in. Let the rage build up. Have a little scratch. Do I want to be putting that stuff on? No, I'm going to try and keep all my equipment male, just for fluffy synergy reasons. Okay, we'll put that on.
Not enough reach. I don't have a target. Need more range. Not enough range. Range.
Okay, so level up to 3. What do you gotta say? Sorry, a couple of friends do not believe me that I managed to get on. Granted, not on the server that we were all wanting to get in on, but I managed to get on all the same. Okay, so the turn in, I've got 2 quests to turn in now, so that might bump me up to level 4. Maybe. Oh, walking around everywhere sucks though. If you've been playing retail, you've got a mount for any occasion. Flying mounts. Okay, so let's have a look. Not even a silver yet. A little tag team there. I just absolutely love the fact there's so many people in starting areas. Takes me back.
How may I aid you?
Right, leather. That one mail. No, let's not mess about with this nonsense. Battle quill boards. That's who I was trying to remember from earlier. Now, this is the thing. you would only be offered items specific to your class in retail. Now in classic, like that's no good to me. So I'd have to flog it. So again, making
Ancestors watch over you.
Making the way you manage items, the way you manage your quests, much more important than in retail. Okay, so from what I remember that was a pain in the ass. Right. Okay. Okay. So that was just like 20 minutes, half an hour of gameplay. Not the server I wanted to get onto though, so I'm not going to be taking too much of an interest in this character. But hopefully come Friday, maybe get a few people of the gang on Friday night. But yeah, hopefully be able to get on the guys that I wanted to. Oh, how'd you bloody log off? Just the computer. There we go. Okay, cool. So yeah,